And now returning to the message, Spirit says, when you are afraid, see only resistance to letting go of seeing the false as true. That's the only reason I am upset. Resistance to letting go. I don't want to let go of seeing the false as true. I still want to believe my stories. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm afraid. I want to believe the world is real. I want to believe this body is me. When you are afraid, see only resistance to letting go of seeing the false as true. When you recognize resistance as hailing the false as true, hailing, like the image I had when this line came was literally like us bowing down to a king, like there's a king in a carriage going down the street, and we're all going, hail to the king, and bowing to the king. And what I understood was this is what I was doing with this man. And this situation where I believed he was threatening to kill Laurent and me, and I was getting so afraid, I was hailing the false as true. Because I was putting all of my energy and belief into it, right? I was going at first until I joined with Spirit, until Laurent didn't help me. Thank you, Laurent. And I went to Spirit. I was hailing this situation as true. When you recognize resistance as hailing the false as true, your desire to hold to fear will die. That's because your true desire is strong now. You've come along the way enough to know there is no turning back. When you know you cannot go back, there is also no reason for delay. So what Spirit is saying here is, Regina, I know that you were really scared because you thought someone was trying to kill you, and you thought you were a body, and you were falling hook, line, and sinker for the story. But then, when you finally remembered to come to me, and you asked me for guidance, and I pointed out to you that the only reason this situation was happening was to help you awaken, you remembered your desire to awaken. And you did as I asked. I asked you to let go of fear, and you let go of fear. Beyond that, I was told to do nothing. By the way, in this first situation, I never called the man back. I never called Camp for Miracles. My doing guidance was do nothing. And, this person didn't even show up at Camp for Miracles. So the guidance the Spirit gave me was to let go of my fear, and other than that, do nothing. And Spirit is saying to me, once you came to me, and once I gave you my perspective, Spirit's perspective, that this was here to help you awaken, you accepted that. And he's saying this is what you're always going to do now. He's saying you have come far enough, right? Far enough. You are aware enough of your desire to awaken that if you come to me and let me point out for you that this situation is just here to help you awaken, he's saying you will always follow my guidance. He's telling me you will always follow my guidance because you do want to awaken. He's basically telling me you still need my help to shift your perspective. But when you come to me, you will allow that shift because you want to awaken. And then again, you can see where the title of the message comes from. You're closer to the kingdom than you think. I need Spirit's help. I need to remember to go to Him. I need to ask Him how to see. I need to ask Him what I am to do. But I will do that, and I will follow guidance. That is no longer full resistance, is it? Because full resistance just believes its own thoughts. When you are afraid, see only resistance to letting go of seeing the false as true. When you recognize resistance as hailing the false as true, your desire to hold to fear will die. That's because your true desire is strong now. You've come along the way enough to know there is no turning back. When you know you cannot go back, there is also no reason for delay. So what he's saying to me is, you've made it through this particular situation that came to you to help you awaken. There will be others. There will be others. You have other lessons to learn, other false beliefs to let go of. So just come to me right away next time. There's no reason to delay. No reason to, spend even 5 minutes trying to avoid the situation. As soon as you notice that you are in wrong perception, and you know wrong perception because you are upset, right? It could be angry, it could be fear, it could be feeling unworthy, but you know what wrong perception feels like. As soon as you know you are in wrong perception, come to me. There's no reason for delay. No reason to suffer for a while first and then come to me. You don't have to do that anymore, is what he's saying. You are still at a place that you will perceive wrongly. But now you know you can just bring that to me. So do that. Do that.